2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. It's coming right up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. So the Bobcats starting five. We've got Thompson. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Horford. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And for the Warriors, Brandon Ingram's out there with Portis. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And this late in the season, Greg, do you consider rookies to even be rookies anymore? They've played so many games at this point.
I mean, yes and no. They aren't as green as they were to start the season, but rookies still need a full year to fully kind of learn what it takes day in and day out.
That free throw, no good.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Charlotte. From the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Tatum, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Now, here's Cunningham. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And it's Ingram missing.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Cunningham outside. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Tatum's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
You know, Greg, one thing you got to admire about Miles Turner is how sensational a shot blocker he is. Every year among the leaders in the NBA.
And Kevin, such a dependable defensive anchor. Someone that just reads shooters well, knows when to go after the block.
You can't excel at all as a defender on Tatum. Mid-range not his go-to spot, but he took advantage there.
Ingram outside. To the middle. Portis in the post, working on Horford. Portis can't get it to go.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
It's good.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now, here's Mitchell. Last time out, he had 13 points. Cunningham passes to Portis. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Turner with the steal. To the paint, here's Mitchell. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now here's Lillard. Still scoreless. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And you think that bump is going to stop him. Not a chance. Cunningham, too locked in.
Pass to Bamba. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Oh, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Time to get up and make some noise for your Warriors Games team.
He's checked in for the Warriors.
Make some noise for your Warriors.
As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You take a look at the Warriors. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And guys, for the Warriors, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Now, here's Mitchell. After the miss from Damian Lillard.
And he can be slippery when he's up against tight D inside. There's no easy rejection opportunity when you're guarding Mitchell.
Now, here's Tatum. He's got 7. Back to Lillard.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
From downtown. Rebound by Harold.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Again, the miss by the Bobcats. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Cade Cunningham.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Charlotte making a switch. Grant's checked in. Now, here's Grant. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Cunningham outside. Some solid defense from Grant. Charlotte trails by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
On the wing, Mitchell. 18 feet out. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The team is having all sorts of problems with it. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. Horford is out there with Jason Tatum. And there's Mohamed Bamba. Then there's Jeremy Grant. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, back in grade school, when Jason Tatum told folks his NBA goals, they'd often suggest a backup plan. And he said, I always would tell them, I don't have one. I'm going to make this work regardless. Nothing else matters. Kevin?
Oh, I like that. It's worked out, David. Thanks so much. And that one, good.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Ball against Lillard. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Wall, and another basket for Golden State.
You know, he entered the league a decade ago, and John Wall has gained more trust in his jumper with each passing season.
Lillard dishes to Horford. Grant down low. Covered by Mitchell. That's a 2 from Lillard. And Charlotte again with the bucket. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Ball against Bamba. Wall's shot is off. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bobcats. It's a 3-point game. I'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that will conclude a long 7-game road trip for the team.
Well, Lillard always commits to his shot, so he sticks with it despite the foul and gets it off.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Bobcats.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Wall wide open. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game. Thompson passes to Bamba. Back to Thompson. The kick out to Tatum. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 13 points for Donovan Mitchell.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Ingram against Tatum. And the Bobcats another 3.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Wall passes to Mitchell. It's tipped. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Tatum. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Ingram.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Pause the rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. That's no basket. His 3rd miss in 8 tries. Here's Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte. You know, Clark, I have to say, it seems like the college game has seen a little bit of a shift in recent years. You cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the game, much like the pro game, has become a little more perimeter-centric. The three-point shot has been a huge part of the game's evolution. And so you see more teams playing to space the floor and take advantage of the three-point shot. Not nearly as much back to the basket post play. So I do think the game has changed. Not necessarily good or bad. I think it's just different.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Turner. And Bobby Portis subbed in for Andre Iguodala. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Now, here's Bamba. He has 7. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Back to Lillard. Down low. The kick out to Tatum. Just 3 to shoot. Over Ingram. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Horford. 17 points for Jason Tatum.
And Tatum doesn't let the defense get to him. He's not distracted or bothered. He's got excellent form, stays with his mechanics. Doesn't matter who's defending him.
Now, here's Wall. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Houston. Shoots over Lillard, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Tatum against Ingram. Outside, Horford. There's the 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Warriors trail by 4. Left side, Wall. Some solid defense from Lillard.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside. That's how you create high percentage offense.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
46 seconds left in the first half. Lillard scanning the floor. And Thompson kicks to Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 13.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Ingram outside. Outside Portis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Thompson in the post. Over Wall. And so it's Charlotte bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it's so good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Thanks for joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Portis is out there with Miles Turner. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Wall. And it's Mitchell in at the 2 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
Tatum against Wall. Cunningham for 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lillard against Cunningham. Fires for 3. And Damian Lillard good for the 3. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bobcats. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Turner for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, in the way the game is played in this day and age, it really is beneficial to have a big man who can stroke it from deep. And Turner is definitely of that ilk.
Here's Thompson. Drops in the layup for 2. Thompson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Lillard. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Cunningham finds Wall. Golden State moving the ball around. Shot's good by Mitchell.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Charlotte leading by 8. And the pass to Thompson. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for the Warriors. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Man, I like the way Turner reads missed shots. He has a knack for tracking down those loose pumpkins amongst the scrum.
Clark, here we are looking at Miles Turner, a terrific player. What stands out to you?
There are a couple of things. His ability to knock down three-point shots as a big guy, but more than that, his primary attribute to me is the fact he's an outstanding rim protector. Excellent timing, runs the floor, and really protects the basket for his team.
That's good from Turner.
Yeah, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it, and does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
Tatum with it, picked up by Turner. And Tatum takes the hit and still converts.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
You know, the comparisons to Rudy Gobert are understandable. Mamba's insane reach really helps on both ends of the court.
And he can't hit the second. The drive by Mitchell. Pass to Portis. Mitchell trying to free himself.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
And the Bobcats call time here.
Fans, give it up for your Warriors Youth Get Team.
Got a moment now to check out how the points have been divided between the starters and the bench for Charlotte. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside, Horford. Lillard, the pass to Bamba. Thompson looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. Fires top of the key. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 21.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
Here's Alvarado. Scoreless thus far. Now, here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Outside, Horford. Knocked loose. Outside Tatum. Back to Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And now it's a 10-point Bobcat lead.
No indecisiveness there from Horford. Just a good, quick decision.
Mitchell wide open. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to Thompson. Doesn't go for him. Cunningham with some nice D. And it's sent back by Turner. Mitchell passes to Alvarado. Passes to Cunningham. Inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Charlotte leading by 8. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Golden State.
What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Damian Lillard.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Alvarado with it. Covered by Lillard. Unloads from 13. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson passes to Bamba. Good.
You know, guys, it's really all about focus while under pressure. Right there, Bamba shows why that's a valuable trait to have.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Portis. Brandon Ingram comes in for Mitchell. And it's Luke Kennard in for Jose Alvarado. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Looney's checked in for Horford. Dort comes in for Jason Tatum. Grant, he's checked in for Thompson. And Jones subbed in for Lillard. Ingram with it. Jones covering. Ingram passes to Kennard. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists in the game. The pass to Dort. Bamba dishes to Grant. Back to Bamba. Turner with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fast break now for Charlotte. Grant. That's good.
Assisted by
Grant's got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
And you know, when Grant gets a chance for an easy basket, he really busts it down the floor. I mean, the quickness and athleticism he possesses, really hard to deal with defensively.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off,
and that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Bobcats lead by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. They've got Jones. Green is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Grant in at the shooting guard position.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now here's Jones. It's Dort on the wing. Pulls it up. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Ingram. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
An aggressive move that time by Ingram, putting up the shot while absorbing the foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Charlotte.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Golden State. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Luke Kennard. Thompson, he's checked in for the Bobcats. Lillard comes in for Trey Jones.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. In a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Boston Celtics. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And for that game against Chicago, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East could definitely turn some heads.
It's good from long range.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Green kicks to Thompson. Drives to the hoop. And the basket is good. And the Bobcats lead by 4.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Cunningham passes to Harrell. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Off target is 6th miss and 13 attempts from the floor. Here's Green. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 8th assist here tonight.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Now here's Cunningham. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
T-shirt donation. Let me hear you.
For the Bobcats, Horford comes in for Looney, and it's Jason Tatum in for George. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
At the line for the away team, Jason Tatum. One shot.
What's up? You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Lillard. Pass to Harrell. Mitchell outside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And here are the Warriors now. Cunningham outside. Just 5 to shoot. Left side, Portis. Offline with his 3.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Tatum with it. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by Harrell.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your stars. Mitchell delivering.
And the Bobcats call time here.
And one more time, let's hear it for your Warriors dunk team.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now here's Turner. Cunningham outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Second team foul. At the line for the Dubs, Cade Cunningham.
That's good from Cunningham.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Thompson passes to Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
4th personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Donovan Mitchell.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And Mitchell is not someone you want to foul in these spots. This is one guy who will make you pay.
Both shots good from the stripe.
A steady hand at the line in a tough situation narrows it to a one-possession game.
Thompson outside. For Mitchell. Again, the Bobcats score. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Warriors. To the inside. Stolen by Bamba. The feed to Lillard. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Now it's a 6-point Charlotte lead.
And, you know, Damian Lillard has such a quick release. Excellent at getting his shot up and over the defense inside.
Here's Mitchell, and the layup falls. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
Lillard with the bucket.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Here's Mitchell. It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turner. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident. In the biggest moment of the game? Yes. Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Cunningham dishes it to Ingram. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That one on Thompson.
Thompson. 5th personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Donovan Mitchell.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Excellent composure at the line there to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. Here is Lillard. Outside Tatum. The 3-ball. Oh, and Clark, it went in! Count it!
Yeah!
Down it goes at the buzzer.
Boy,
doesn't get any better than that.
Phenomenal finish. A 3 at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only way we could expect a game like this to close the curtain.
So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Damian. It was a big night for everyone from long range. How did you get those shots?
I mean, I thought we just executed well. You know, yesterday we went over a lot of offense, 5-on-0. The second group, we walked through a lot of offense, and it was an emphasis to come out here and execute, run our plays, to get higher quality looks, and we did that, and I think it showed in the way we shot the ball. So we got to continue that.
Great spacing and great flow, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.